Thank you very much. It's been my great honor to serve in this beautiful place for so many years. This is a place that the dreams are made of. You know, it's a pretty trite-sounding phrase, but the people that I grew up with, George, David DiChiara, the people who have helped shape my life have been my friends. Everyone here is a friend of mine. Everyone feeds into the energy pool that became the chorale, and the things that have happened in Detroit are a byproduct of dreams. George and I sang together when we were in college, and I would follow his career. George left and sang at the Metropolitan Opera for 15 years, recorded Oedipus Rex that he spoke of with Igor Stravinsky, the conductor, or the composer of that piece. And that's probably the best recording of that piece too, George.
I think so.
But George has been a friend for many, many years. When he would come into the city, we'd frequently get together and talk about his career. I'd come to the opera when he sang in Detroit so many years. George was like the Jackie Robinson of opera, because George was the first African-American tenor to sing principal roles at the Metropolitan Opera. And he's been my hero since the first day I met him. And he's retired recently as head of the voice department at University of Michigan. So he's a notable, aside from being a wonderful singer and musician, a marvelous teacher as well. David DiChiara came to the city from California and started doing educational programs with the Detroit Grand Opera Association, a little program called Overture to Opera that was to stimulate interest in the Metropolitan Opera's appearances in the city. That program, Overture to Opera, under David's guidance, became ultimately Michigan Opera Theater, one of the fine regional opera companies in the United States, and is also now getting ready to retire. But the Michigan Opera Theater also has its own home, the Detroit Opera House, all of which were part of David's dream as a young professor at Oakland. And we've sort of all grown old together. Dave, when I first met him, was just a wee lad. He would come down to the church and practice this instrument. Was very helpful to me, has been, Dave has, in the restoration of the organ. When our organist retired recently in the past or resigned, the organ was in tremendous need of repair work, and Dave and I went out and had lunch, and he pledged with me before I retired, we would see that the organ was back open, running, and making beautiful music again. And Dave's really large measure responsible for that, and I appreciate that very much from you, David. But everyone here is part of a dream. You know, we all share our little dreams. Dreams, though, are a byproduct of not a person, but of people working together. I think of the chorale. When we started the chorale, Bob Curley said, "You know, Ed, we could have a choir, you think?" And I said, "Gee, we don't have many congregants." He said, "Well, if you don't start one, I'll start one." That was a warning. No, I'm kidding. But when we started the chorale, anyone could sing. The objective was to do the great sacred works written to the glory of God in this marvelous acoustical setting called Fort Street. And Jane and Russ Yamasaki have prepared thousands of rehearsal tapes by now. to help people who could not read music learn their parts. Jane's conducted hundreds of rehearsals, sectional rehearsals through the years. And always the chorale was about doing the great music as well as we possibly could. No one was turned away unless they didn't come to rehearsal or did not learn the music. And my life has really been at this place, this wonderful place. So from the time I was a young veteran coming home from Korea, I had a sanctuary. In the Middle Ages, sanctuaries were available for people searching for homes, and Fort Street became my sanctuary. And for the good graces of so many people, Derek, wonderful meal that he prepared today. Derek's fourth generation member of Fort Street. His grandmother and grandfather were the chairpersons of the very first Messiah performance we did in 1979. And so the dream lives on. I thank all of you for being here today. I'm honored and flattered and amazed by the beautiful singing. I thank Marilyn publicly for the first time for the beautiful job you did, Marilyn, directing the Messiah with the chorale this fall. Marilyn came in. Marilyn came in August and had the Messiah to conduct. So she was put under a lot of pressure early on. A wonderful job, and chorale, beautiful job. I love you all. I love this place, and I hope that you keep singing. And I thank Bob for the wonderful job you've done coming here in a rough time, Bob. Thank you, friends and family. I love you all.
And we
God
love
bless
you.
you.